You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I am telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Well, I am really excited. I don't know if you know Santa, but
Oh, Michael, little Michael Graham.
I still remember in 1967 I had asked for a 10-speed bicycle, and you came through big time.
Oh, you were a good boy that year, Michael.
Yeah, 68 was a tough year, but 67 I was on my best behavior. I really appreciate that, and my mom said I should send you a note to thank you, and I like little kids, I got busy and I never did that, but I'm
Santa
grateful.
knows, Michael. Santa knows.
Yeah, Santa does know. It's a busy time of year. I'm just grateful that you could take a few minutes and that you happen to be here in Guilford. You must have been relieved when you got your vaccine. How'd that go?
Hey, Dr. Fauci made a call on the North Pole and gave me my vaccine so I could deliver the present safely this year, Michael. But that doesn't mean we don't still wear a mask. We want to keep everybody healthy, and I may stay away from the cookies this year. You can tell I've been on a little bit of a keto thing. Look at me. I look fabulous.
I think you're looking real sharp, Tom. Now, we never ask you about your family. Well, we ask about how is Mrs. Claus?
Mrs. Claus is doing awesome. She has the best attitude of any woman in the world.
Oh, she sure does. Yeah, I miss, because sometimes she makes an appearance at our Santaland. And that obviously didn't happen this year. And I know that you consider all the children of the world your children.
Exactly, Michael.
But I know you and Mrs. Claus have a couple of kids, and something special happened this last
Oh,
year.
Michael, outdoor wedding.
Outdoor wedding.
With
how-
all the precautions, mind you.
Yes.
Mask, outdoor, fans. I mean, every precaution to stay away from any COVID issues, but we shared the joy of our daughter's wedding.
Awesome.
Up on the top of a mountain here in New Hampshire, believe it or not.
That was so special. It was such a
Oh.
wonderful event.
Absolutely.
How are the newlyweds doing?
They couldn't be doing better. I just saw them the other day, but of course we don't get together, Michael, because it's a social distancing thing. We weren't together for Thanksgiving, and we won't be for Christmas. A little Zooming.
It warms my heart to realize that you, Santa, know this isn't a hoax, that this is serious, and that we need to be careful. We need to listen to our scientists.
Everybody needs to be safe. We'll have a great Christmas next year. This one will be a little different. It'll still be a great Christmas, but it'll be a little different.
How about Santa? I've never asked, but I've often wondered. A lot of good Christmas movies. Any favorites?
I got one that I really like. It's a little more recently. Four Christmases.
Four
I don't know
Christmases.
if you've ever seen
I
it.
don't think I have. Who's in it?
I can't remember the actor and actress's names. Famous, I think Vince Vaughn.
Oh, okay.
And it's about not going to Christmas for years, and then they end up getting fogged in San Francisco and having to spend 4 Christmases because both of their parents are divorced. And it ends up being a wonderful ending, but there's a lot of tense when they go to each other's family's home. So it's a lot of laughs, and God knows we need to laugh this year.
We sure do. We need a lot of laughter. Now, you probably are reluctant to say this, but I have it on good authority that your favorite football team is the New England Patriots.
Absolutely. That's
Absolutely.
America's real team, not the one down there in Texas. They're just Patriot wannabes down there.
I have to tell you that I love the Patriots. I love Tom Brady, but I still kind of haven't gotten over that breakup. It's Sunday's just not the same for me.
Michael, we need to let go.
I know we
mean,
need-
Cam's not looking particularly spectacular, but I love Tom Brady like he was still a Patriot. I mean, 6 Super Bowls, you need to take what you got and look forward.
Santa, my therapist I meet with regularly tells me the same thing. I need to let it go. I really struggle with that. Maybe you and Mrs. Claus can say some prayers for me, because I don't want to be held bondage to this bad feeling about Tom Brady, because I
I
adored
can
him.
see that, Michael. I'm glad you have a therapist because he's got a lot of work to do.
I keep that therapist really employed. Now, I know this year we're not encouraging kids to leave snacks. In my family, we used to leave Santa cookies and milk. Any favorites?
I like ginger crinkles is my favorite. It's a small ginger cookie. And if somebody wants to leave a snack, make sure, maybe put it in a bag, like a Ziploc bag, just a couple of cookies, and I'll take them with me.
That sounds good. Any favorite beverage?
Coca-Cola, of course.
Coca-Cola. How about hot toys this year?
Video games, Michael.
That's
I mean, these kids have been trapped at home and learning from home, and they've done a wonderful job, so we're going to refresh their video game inventory this year.
You know, my grandsons are almost teenagers, and one of the things that's on their list this year, they love Stephen Curry, plays basketball in the NBA, and he has these cool headphones.
Golden State, right?
Yeah, Golden State.
Oh, those headphones, they're awesome. But boy, I'll tell you what, if they want to ignore their parents, they just put those things on and go, it's all over.
You know, I mentioned that they wanted that, but I'm sure you knew that. I don't know why I have to tell you stuff like that.
Well, tell them not to let up. They've been very good this year, which is hard when you're stuck at home with your parents all the time. Those parents will drive you crazy.
Yeah, and little Jax, he's been the best. I hope you got some real great presents for him. I just adore those guys.
Jax has been a good boy this year,
He's
of
been
course.
a very good boy, yep. And he loves his poppy, I know that, and he loves his grandma too. Any other advice or anything else you'd like to share with us, Anna?
Just remember that this is celebrated first as the birth of Jesus Christ, our Savior, as Christians. And that he gave his life so that the rest of us could live forever. And celebrate the Christ child, as well as enjoy your family and your friends on Zoom. Be safe, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Well, Merry Christmas, Santa, and I hope 2021 is the best year for all of us.
I'm sure it will be. Merry Christmas, Michael.
Thank you so much, Santa. Have an awesome day.
You too.